And we are supposed to have a very strong and democratic alliance with Israel. So it's disturbing to hear these comments. Watch this. The problem with Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts. Watch this. The problem with Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black Lives Matter starts there. So just to give a little bit of context to what you're hearing, you're listening to Judith Varney Shore, an Israeli consul general in Atlanta. And she says, quote, the major problem with Israel is the young generation of the black community. I will say that consul general in Atlanta. And she says, quote, the major problem with Israel is the young generation of the black community. I will say that again. How are our friends and allies in Israel saying their consul, this is a government official, why would she say, quote, the major problem with Israel is with the young generation of the black community? What in the world is really going on?
Shalom, shalom, Yasharala. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Kodash, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Call Halal, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, Kodash, Barakatat, the water, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, for resting this knowledge, wisdom, and upon us, for giving us this truth, man, because this truth is the threat to these people's society. That's the threat. There ain't no fucking Black Lives Matter. Ain't nobody worried about no goddamn Black Lives Matter. First off, they funded Black Lives Matter. So how the fuck is that a threat? All they gotta do is go take the money back from these motherfuckers, right? The true threat is the youth. The Jakes waking up to who they are as the true people of the Most High. That's the problem. That's the problem, right? You need to start adding on the Hispanics and the Native Americans and the speckled bird to that list, because guess what? It's going to be a big awakening. And these people, they see it, man. The people that are in our land, right? What happened? We discontinued from our heritage and somebody picked it up. Somebody picked it up, man. And we never had a good relationship with these people, man. They talking about a democratic relationship. That's Esau, Edom had got a relationship with the mother Edomites over there in the land of Israel. Why you think they send their police to go train, right? American police go over to the land of Israel to be trained. And here you just read, it says the major problem with Israel is the young generation of black community. The black community. And how the fuck is a people on a whole other side of a world in poverty, in ghettos and projects, how the fuck are they a threat to the richest people on the fucking face of the earth? The people who control the newspaper, the media, the monetary system, the people who control the wars of the earth. How the hell are we a threat to them? We don't have a military, we don't have a ruler, we don't have a leader, we don't even have our own land. How the fuck are we a threat to them? Why? Because we got this truth. We got this truth, right? The Bible says, let's get this. It says, read the book of Psalms. You're going to go to Psalms, the 83rd chapter, and the 4th verse. It reads, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They don't want you to remember who you are. They don't want you to remember that you're an Israelite. No, brother, no, black guy, you're not an Israelite. You are a black man in America. Matter of fact, you're an African American. And these are Latino Americans. Those are the Native Americans, right? Esau done gave you these different identities, trying to get you to discontinue from your heritage, right? Because the more you stay in darkness, the more he got the light. The light is just the wisdom, the truth. He know who the fuck he is. He know he Esau Edom. He put in his dictionaries, in his old encyclopedias, and he knew who you was. It says Ham. He know you're not Ham. He know you're not the Ethiopian, the Cushites, the Libyans. He said, no, not the Negroes. So who the fuck are the Negroes? The Negroes are the true children of Israel. Benjamin, Judah, Levi. It says, then they have said, come and let, who said this? Who said this? Let's get the whole verse. We're going to go to Psalms 83 and 2. It says, for lo, thine enemies, right? Who's the chief helm of your enemies, man? It's going to give you these people. Edom, Ishmael, right? Elam, Ammon, Moab, and damn the one at the top, Amalek, right? Moses fought against the Amalekites, right? Saul was supposed to destroy the Amalekites, but he didn't. So now they're like a fucking nail on our side, a knife on our side, a constant problem to us, right? It says, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones, right? They have said, come. What did they say? They said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation. Yeah, you're not an Israelite. You're nobody. You're just a nigger. You're just a fucking wetback, a spick. You're nothing. That's what they are. You're just a Native American. They don't even recognize a Native American. They put their asses on them reservations away from humanity, right? And give them rubbing alcohol to drink. And then when women try to leave off the reservations, they get dicked up by the police. The police be putting pipe in them bitches, right? That's what you got going on, right? Women being raped, children being kidnapped. That's how we know they done cut us off from being a nation. If we're in one people, one mind underneath Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, this would not happen. But we're not. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites of Moab, Hagarenes, Gebal, Ammon, and Amalek, right? The woman you just seen, the Edomite woman who said that the number one threat to Israel is blacks. Then J. Edgar Hoover say the same thing. He was saying the number one threat to America was blacks during when the so-called Black Panthers was doing their thing, but no, that wasn't the number one threat. The number one threat is truth. It's truth, man. The men who got this truth, because we pushing this word, and our people is what? We're turning back who they are, because they said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. When you return back to your nationality, what that means, you return back to serving your power, because our nationality is through our power, man. If you ain't serving God, you are nothing. If you ain't serving Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you ain't nothing. I'm reading, it says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength in the kingdom of our power, and the power of a Mashiach, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night, right? You got they're accusing us, they're slandering our names, right? They're trying to paint us as the face of trouble in this society, right? Then they call you a menace to society. He's just a boy in the hood, right? He's just the ghetto boy, right? A loser. That's how they look at you people, man. They want you to stay at the fucking bottom. And every time we try to build and wake up as a nation, what happened? They sent these heathens. These heathens came against us, right? I'm reading the book of Ezra 4:1. It reads, now when the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin heard that the children of the captivity builded the temple unto the Lord Yahweh, unto Yahweh our power of it, unto Yahweh the power of Israel, then they came to Zerubbabel and to the chief of the fathers and said unto them, let us build with you. Yeah, these other nations, they want to build with us, right? They want to be like us. But guess what? You can't be part of us. You can't be part of us, right? Because the Lord separated us. The Lord chose us. He said we are a peculiar people above all the people that are upon the face of the earth. So no, you can't build with us. You're not on that level. And said unto them, let us build with you, for we seek your power as ye do. And we do sacrifice unto him since the days of Asar-Haddon, king of Ashur, which brought us up hither. But Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the chief of the fathers of Israel, the Israelites, said unto them, ye have nothing to do with us. These heathen nations have nothing to do with us to build an house unto our power, but we ourselves together will build unto the Lord Yahweh of Israel, as King Cyrus, the king of Persia, have commanded us. Yeah, we don't need nobody to build with us, man. The Lord is looking for his true servants to come back, not no fucking heathens. Then the people of the land weakened the hands of the people of Judah and troubled them in the building and hired counselors amongst them to frustrate their purpose, right? We're trying to build right now. We're trying to wake up our people. Aren't they hiring all these different people? Your Malones, right? Your Dr. This, your sellout ass Christian pastors to speak against us, to make us look like we're liars, to make us look like we're bad guys, right? It says, and hired counselors against them to frustrate their purpose all the days of Cyrus, king of Persia, even until the reign of Darius, king of Persia. You got the same fucking thing happening right now, right? You got the same thing happening right now, but what the Bible say? I'm going to go to the book of Acts 5 and 37, right? Because you got the heathens trying to stop what we're doing. They done hired punk-ass Israelites to stop what we doing, these 501c3 niggas to speak against this gathering of the Lord's elect, right? The Lord said, gather yourselves, O nation not desired, right? But our people, man, they rather keep getting Federal Reserve notes, keep getting little gifts from the heathen than being in a position to rule over the heathen. You got to be a fucking retard, right? Acts 5 and 37, after this man rose up, Judas of Galilee, in the days of taxing, and drew away much people after him. Matter of fact, let me go back because I love this. Let's start at the book of Acts 5 and 34. Then stood there up one in the council, a Pharisee, named Gamaliel, a doctor of the law, had in reputation among the people, and commanded to put apostles forth a little space, and said unto them, Ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what you intend to do as touching these men. And that's what these so-called Israelis need to do. They need to take heed in fucking with the children of Israel, right? Because the Lord has removed that hedge around you, as you so-called small hatters, right? The Lord's about to turn up on your asses. That's why you constantly fighting in that land. That's why your monetary system is collapsing. That's why your rulership is vanishing, right? And then now you already know why, because God's people are waking up. So, hey, man, that's the problem. That's the number one threat to Israel right now. It's the black motherfuckers in America. They talk too goddamn much. They saying they're the chosen people. They saying this land belongs to them, right? It says, and said unto them, Ye men of Israel, take heed to yourselves what ye intend to do as touching these men. For before these days rose up Theudas, boasting himself to be somebody, to whom a number of men, about 400, joined themselves, who was slain, and all, as many as obeyed him, were scattered and brought to naught, right? And it says, after this man rose up, Judas of Galilee, in the days of taxing, and drew away much people after him. He also perished, and all, even as many as obeyed him, were dispersed. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. But if it be of the Most High, ye cannot overthrow it. Lest haply ye be found even to fight against the Most High. And that's what these small hatters are doing, man, by coming up against the children of Israel, right? And now you're making it public. You're letting people know. So now guess what? It's about to be all eyes on you.